Okay, what's up? DTUB here. We're just going to be going through the patch notes for patch number 7.11. I really should say notes for patch 7.11, but we're just going to roll with that, and let's get right into it. So first we have 3 champions that have been not very popular, at least in my games, and have been kind of iffy, so they got some changes. Let's look at it. So first we have Rek'Sai. First, his health growth stat has been lowered a little bit, which kind of sucks, but it's minor. His passive, it now stacks faster, but the amount of health you get back has been lowered, but you get the health back faster. That is a nerf for when you're at full stacks, but if you like reset it well, like you get your stacks, use your passive, and then keep on doing that, I think that is not exactly a buff or a nerf. It just depends on how you use it. Rek'Sai's Q did get a base damage nerf, but the scaling ratio thing did get a buff. So if you're building AD, this is a definite buff. AD Rek'Sai, but for tank Rek'Sai, definite nerf. The burrowed, the missile thing, it got a attack damage ratio, and it got changed to physical damage. The only time I see this as good is like, because Black Cleaver is pretty popular on her, so you're gonna get that Black Cleaver stack with her missile, which is nice. Other than that, I see this as I don't like it. Her W, the Unburrow, the damage got completely like gutted, the scaling damage. The level 1 is a slight buff, but everything else got pretty gutted. Her displacement thing, it now, instead of being a knock up more for the middle person, less for the outside people, it's going to be the same for the middle person, the main target, but now it's going to be a knock back for the other people. It still should work the same for like a Yasuo ultimate, I'm pretty sure, so that's nice. The knock, I believe this just applies to Rek'Sai's knockup. They weren't very clear on that, but I'm pretty sure it's just if it's for all knockups, that's really bad. But only the primary target gets knockup immunity, which is very nice, so you can like get that person, and then you can get another person, which is very, very nice. I see that as a nice CC buff. The immunity duration is now 10 at all ranks, but that doesn't, it was minor. Anyway, and also you can interact with plants when burrowed, so yeah. Her E, it got changed a bit. I don't know exactly if this is a nerf or a buff. And why does this, it was so quiet, I start my video and it starts crying. Okay, so the scaling, like when you get your Fury up, it apparently is not going to be good unless you're full ranked of it, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Her E, the tunnel, you're gonna get a lot more tunnel mechanics if you level up your E. Basically, it's only good if you level it up. You get 4 seconds off for making the tunnels and 4 seconds off for reusing the tunnels, which 2 seconds is pretty short. You're gonna get some nice cheese with that. Her ult, if you didn't know before, her ult passively gave attack speed, and then like you could teleport to a tunnel, sort of. Now they changed it to be more of a combat ability. So passively you mark a target, and then apparently when you activate it, it's gonna be like a Warwick ultimate or some shit. I haven't seen it. I don't look at the PBE, but that's a lot of damage right there. So, and that's a nice cooldown, 100 to 60. A lot of range. This looks like a really nice ability, and I'll be happy to see it. This looks like a buff, because maybe for like map presence, it's a nerf, but it looks like a buff. Okay, Kindred. So what they're doing with Kindred is basically, right, nobody plays her, Right now she's like a lot of damage and she auto attacks a lot, and that's the main thing. So they buffed her attack growth a little bit, and instead of her passive giving current health damage on stacks, it's gonna give her range on stacks. I hate this cat. It doesn't give her that much range, but whatever. But the stacks also give all her abilities bonus stuff. So it gets a little bit of range and her abilities get bonus stuff. So instead of just her attack, auto attacks doing more damage, it's all her abilities are getting buffs. So I feel this is very appropriate, and I'm happy they're doing it. It kind of sucks because I really liked having a lot of stacks but this is still going to be really strong. Very nice. So now her Q, you're not going to get that bonus damage scaling on stacks that they were trying to do before, but now you're going to get attack speed with her Q, which is pretty nice because you'll Q to go in, you'll get a little bonus attack speed. It's very nice, you'll get more attacks off. Her W is going to do bonus current health damage, and we're going to see it's going to be magic damage, which is very nice. And then her E is going to be missing health damage, which is going to be a lot of. So I think this is not a buff or a nerf, it's just a change, and I think it's a good change. So her Q gives bonus attack speed. I see this ratio as a buff because it's 20% bonus total attack damage to 65% bonus, which is nice. And also the dash speed is a little faster, which is very good. I like that. I feel it was a tad slow. It was nice, but it was slow. Now it's 25% faster, so I like it. Now her Wolf's Frenzy, it doesn't have to be on top of her. You can actually do it 500. You can start the circle 500 range away from her, which is so nice. You can get, when you're chasing someone, you can just place Wolf's Frenzy 500 range farther ahead. That is very good. That's a really nice buff. Now current health damage, the base damage is 1.5%, but that's per Wolf's attacks, not like total, that's per Wolf's attacks, so yeah. And then it gets more for every stack you have. So I find all this stuff is actually, it might even be a buff. However, the ratio has been nerfed, 40% total to 20% bonus, very big nerf. But it did get moved to magic damage, which I find that a buff because you're going to have all this attack damage, and then you're going to have Wolf doing some current health magic damage. Very nice. Her E, Mounting Dread, is now going to do 8% target missing instead of 5% max. Plus, it's going to scale with stacks, which is very nice. The base damage went down a little bit. However, the scaling, it went from 20% total to 80% bonus. That's the definite buff. Definite buff. Also, the missile speed is faster, so that's good. Also, apparently, Wolf's critically strike. I don't really understand how this works, but I'm guessing this ability critically strikes if they're below that much. So if they're low, they are probably gonna die to this ability. But I don't really understand what that means. Next up is Malzahar. What they're doing with Malzahar is they're trying to slightly revert him to the old way he was, which I like. I like it. It's kind of iffy, but I like it. So first off, his W, the mana cost is going to scale up when you level it. And the cooldown is still 8 seconds. Wait, no, 8 seconds wasn't... Isn't that new? I'm confused. There wasn't a cooldown before, I'm pretty sure. Whatever, it's 8 seconds, and you get the stacks from using your abilities. So like the old passive that you used to have a long time ago, you're gonna get your Voidling stacks from using your abilities, and instead of a cooldown, yeah. And then you summon... I'm so confused. So okay, so basically you summon one, and then you can summon up to 3 if you use 2 abilities before using this. So you can summon 3 at once. I see this. I like this. Because if you use your combo, you're gonna. Okay. I don't get it, but basically now you stack it with your abilities and then you cast it that way. And yeah. The cast range is also not long range. It's going to be on top of you basically. So that is a nerf. Definite nerf. Also, you're going to less want to level this because the attack damage is now going to scale per level and not per ability level. I don't understand what the bonus damage thing is. The attack speed now scales with level, which is nice, just like a champion. Now both components are done as magic damage, so there's no physical damage on him. It's completely 100% magic damage now, which I guess is good. And the duration of the voidlings is a lot less, 4 seconds less, which is big. Yeah, voidlings now. I didn't like. I liked it because I thought he was too strong, but I don't like this nerf. It's good versus minions, I guess, but everything else I don't like it. Maybe monsters. I don't know. It's kind. I need to test it. I need to test it. So now it has health instead of ward health. It says 3, but they changed it to 2. That this is wrong. They changed it to 2, and this is bullshit, but whatever. Now it has scaling armor per level. Now it has scaling magic resist, which is a lot less. Champion basic attacks one-shot them, which is big. I wonder if Runan's Hurricane's bolts one-shot it too. That's going to be interesting. However, all other forms are going to be just like it's a unit. And the gold you get from killing them is basically nothing. So they completely gutted the movement speed. Now you only get 51%, and it doesn't do the 100% bonus. I mean, I guess when you're farther away, it doesn't lose movements, but whatever. Okay, I like it. I think overall, this is a good change. Overall. Holy shit, I'm already 12 minutes in. His Q, I don't understand this post-cast delay, but I don't know. Delays are weird. But the ratio did go up by 10% of your ability power, and his E went up by 10% of his ability power. Now his ult, before you would like, it's more, this is also going back to the old way. I think the AP ratio is higher on the PBE, but now it's going to have a base damage with a nice AP ratio, which you would use on a squishy target like the ADC or the mage. And the percent health damage went down a lot. So more like you would get like a lot of AP damage with your EQ, ult, and all that. Have your W up too. I feel this is a buff. For the most ways that you're supposed to use a Malzahar ult, I see this as a buff. But yeah. Most people don't, I don't know. I got nerfed. Nerfed a bit. Oh well. She got nerfed. Caitlyn, the nerfs were a lot worse on the PBE. I think she's still going to be a strong champ with this. So basically her base attack speed went down. I mean, her attack speed at level 1 is going to be the same, but her base attack speed did go down. So buying attack speed items is going to be less effective. Also huge, Runan's Hurricane bolts do not stack her passive. That's a big change. I am very happy for it though, because that was too strong. That was too strong. I think this is a good buff. She has been too strong of a champion, and I like it. I do like it. And it's not so bad like it was on the PB that I can't play her anymore. So I like it. Dr. Mundo, he got a slight buff. It's a nice buff. I like it. Very minor, but very good. Lee Sin, just like some lag stuff. I'm trying to make it better, him a better champ for lag people. He is a very popular champion, so they kind of have to do that. Lucian, I say it's garbage, because every time somebody does it, they lose. Someone on the enemy does it, they lose. Someone on my team does it, they lose. Because it's not good. You're playing tank Lucian. I don't understand. You're not supposed to be a tank when you're the ADC. If you want to do that, go top lane. I'm okay with it if you go like top lane or something with this build. Don't be the ADC with this build. So basically what you're doing here is when you level up your Q, which you always level up first, it's going to have more mana cost, which will make you less likely to go this build because you have no mana from that build. Yeah. Malphite, I actually completely, when I was reading this, I completely forgot Malphite was a champion until I saw this. I never see him in like the last 10 patches. Nobody plays Malphite. I don't even, I might play him now, but, oh my god, Malphite. They make it sound like the Maokai changes are nerfs, but I think it's mainly just a nerf to AP Maokai players, which was apparently popular. I don't like it, but apparently it was popular, so it's a nerf to that. To tank Maokai, I don't think anything changes. Yeah, I don't think anything changes for tank Maokai. There is a slight buff, but we'll see. Okay, so first off, the cooldown on his passive got buffed. The base healing got nerfed. However, the percent health healing got buffed, which you're going to be building a lot of health on Maokai, so overall I'm pretty sure that's a buff. His E-sapling cost, the AP ratio got cut in half. You don't build AP on Maokai, so that's okay. The movement speed, however, did get nerfed. I like not buying boots, so this is a definite nerf. But yeah, I'm not buying boots on Twisted Treeline. On Summoner's Rift, you have to. You have to for sure. The damage now it's gonna be each tick is gonna do the same amount of damage instead of doing half the damage on the first one and then 50-50 on the second too. It's just gonna, so you're gonna get less burst off on the first thing, but a little more damage on the next two ticks. It's weird. Now leveling up your E is going to be less important because the main reason I leveled up the E was for the duration and brush, because I love those that, but now it's kind of switching to his bonus health scaling. So now I don't think I'll ever level this ability up first. Like, I don't see any reason to level up first anymore with all the nerfs they've done. With this, it's like 10 seconds. It's overall a nerf to the duration, but it's not awful. It's more like the old Maokai. Yeah, it's more like the old Maokai. Yeah. I don't understand these Renekton. I don't know what they were doing, but apparently they reverted it. Renekton stuff. This always happens with Renekton. I don't understand, but it just happens with them. Oh, Scion buff. So 2-second lower cooldown in his W, so you can use your shield again 2 seconds, whole seconds sooner, as well as a 2% maximum health ratio on his shield buff. Oh, I love this. I love this. I want to play Scion so badly. Syndra, basically every single top player, they can miss everything, but they still win, because it's like this champion. She's just so dominant. So I'm always happy to see Syndra nerfs. I do good with her. Every challenger AP carry does good with her. And if you watch them, they're so it's so sad, but they're playing Syndra and it just works out. So slight nerf on the area of effect on her W, Good nerf. It was a bit big, so I like it. Yasuo, thank you. Thank you for this buff. Nerf. 4 seconds less on the amount of duration you have on your Q. Lovely nerf. Very good. Very good nerf. Thank you. Zach, just more nerfs. They nerfed him mid-patch last time. They love nerfing him right now. Abyssal Mask, they needed to replace Abyssal Scepter. A lot of shit players were still, AP carriers were still buying it, so they had to change it. It looks cool. Banshee's Veil, it's been a go-to item for like all AP carries in high elo. So I don't know about other elos, but in high elo it's been a go-to. So the gold cost went up by 300, and to make up for that, the mana resistant go up by 15. So, but yeah, it's been too much of a go-to pick for players. So necessary nerf. Blade, I think with this Blade of the Rune King change, I think it's finally in a good spot. Now it gets 3%. It has 12% lifesteal instead of 15%. I think now Blade of the Rune King with this change is in a good spot. That's all I have to say. I think it's in a good spot now. Guardian Angel icon got changed. Ninja Tabbies, obviously been too dominant of an item. Everyone buys it. Now it gets a little less damage reduction. So that's nice. Nomad's Medallion is very minor. No one cares. Scoreboard Mini. Oh, this made me sad. This made me sad. Because I loved going against Alawi. I loved going against Alawi. But now she no longer gives you CS. I mean, she gives you gold, but she no longer gives me CS because I am so bad at CSing. But I'll farm her tentacles all game long. But they no longer count as CS. None of these do. So they shouldn't. So but yeah, they still give gold. So you still want to take them, but you won't get CS for it. Redundant. I don't know, some redundancy fixes. Okay, bans. This is what people might care about. I don't know why they care about it, but this is what people might care about. Instead of a 6-ban system, it's going to be a 10-ban system, and you're all going to ban at once. All 10 of the players are going to ban at once. And yeah, you can have duplicate bans, but that just means that champion is really hated. So just ban what you don't like to play against. It's really that simple. If you want to ban something that you don't like playing against, I like it. I just don't like how people wanted it. Is this split? Okay, so tournament draft is now going to be more like esports, which it should be. And custom draft is going to be unchanged. Lobby invite permit. When I first started playing League, I was surprised I couldn't invite people when I joined a lobby. Or I couldn't just join a lobby. Because I came from Xbox, which you could always do that. Now it's going to be a little more open. Anybody that joins your lobby can invite people. I like that. Doombots, well, the Teemoing, whatever. I like the old Doombots. The old Doombots were, but I guess this is less toxic potential. I guess whatever. Intermediate bots are now back in the Twisted Key line. That's great. League client updates. Apparently, Item Set Creator is back. I will be happy to check that out because I want to fix some stuff, and I also want to, fix some stuff. Recently played champions. It's right over here. Recently played players. Notable fixes. I don't care. Loot. Q health is good. bug fixes. The only one that I really was confused about is the ancient coin. They say fix the bug where mana coins dropped by ancient coin and its upgrades were granting other types of secondary resources. Example, ferocity, which was the only game-breaking one as well. This is the way they worded this means that Mordekaiser, Kled, Vladimir, Tryndamere will no longer get effects from ancient coin, which is very bad. The way they should have done it is just had Rengar get 1 stack of ferocity. They should have just made it like that. Rengar gets 1 stack of ferocity, and then that would have been balanced. What this is showing, I don't like. So, but we'll see when we play the game. Also, new skin over here. I can't even drag it up because I don't have screen view. But new skin. So that is all. I took a whole almost half an hour. If you watched up to here, drop down a like and let me know what you thought of these patch notes of our great 7-Eleven. Remember to buy a big gulp and keep on slurping.